Okay, I think we'll get going with a good proportion of those that have registered this evening to join with us. First and foremost, my name is Denis Duggan, CEO in Horse Sport Ireland, and I'm joined by my colleague Nicola Corcoran from our passport unit, who's going to do a demonstration of our new e-passport system, which we're calling Horse Source. So thank you all for joining us this evening. I appreciate that it was relatively short notice. This webinar is being recorded and we will make it available for anybody who wasn't able to join us this evening. This is a first look and a first introduction to the system. It's designed to be a comprehensive digital e-passport system for the equine industry. As you'll appreciate, the timeframe from which we started the project to which we've built has been rather short, and therefore there are some features that will come as the summer goes on that aren't absolutely essential in order to facilitate breeders and customers registering horses, which is the first priority. And I'm delighted that Nicola has been able to join us to take you all through that process. So without further ado, we'll hand over to Nicola, and then we'll be able to take some questions and answers at the end of the session. So if you do have any questions, pop them into the Q&A feature and we'll be able to deal with them at the end. Okay, thanks, Nicola. Over to you.
Okay, so so as Denis said, my name's Nicola Corcoran. I work in the registration unit here in Horse Sport Ireland. So I'm going to give you a whistle-tops tour of our new online portal for registering your foals. You can also do your change of ownerships, endorsements, etc. So we'll just start off then. The website is www.horsesource.ie. So if you pop that into your Google search, you'll be able to find it. So this is our homepage here. So as you can see, we have our sign in over here on the top right. So if you are signing in for the first time, even if you'd used our previous IHR Online, you will need to create a new account. So you'll start over here with the sign up now. Pop your email address in. That'll send you then a verification code to that email address. Once you get that, just pop it into the 6 boxes will come up. You create your new password, you confirm your password, then first name, surname, and then create the account. So I have an account already registered. Okay, so once you've logged in, then you'll see then the top ribbon then has changed, so it gives you all of the different services then that you can complete then on this online portal. So I'm going to start off then, and we'll just go through a passport registration. So we'll do a with pedigree first. So this is for any age animal, whether it's a foal, a yearling, or an older horse. So the first search you have to do then is for the mare. So just clicking on the magnifying glass, and then we have to search then. So this is set that you have to search by the microchip or the UELN. So you will need that before we start. So. Okay, and it'll bring back then the mare. So select this, and the details then of the mare then will come up. You can then add this mare then to your list. So then this will be there then for future use then. So the next stage then is next. And then this is then where you enter the details then for the foal. So you have to select the birth country. So this can either be Ireland or Northern Ireland. Select the color, bay, the date of birth. So in order to do this, the animal must be on the ground. We then have the gender, so you're either colt, gelding, or female. The method of service, so you have the natural, you have embryo transfer, AI, or ICSI. So go natural. You then have the option then either to name the animal or not. So we'll say yes, and we'll then just use test one. And then you select then the stud book that you want to register the animal in. Animal residency. So again, we'll say Ireland and proceed then to the next stage. Okay, so this then is where you're going to search for the covering. So again, using the magnifying glass. And if there has been a covering submitted by the stallion owner, the covering will appear here. Now, as I'm using a test animal, there's no coverings appearing. So then select next. And this then brings you then for a sire search. So you can use the name of the sire then for this search. And select. And then you also have the option then, if there was a cross cover, that you can enter your potential sire 2 or potential sire 3. The next stage then is looking for your equine premises number. And we, in order to proceed past this, you do have to have an active and verified equine premises number. And this is linked directly into the Department of Agriculture's website. So it'll search and bring back the name of the keeper and the address. So if this is correct, then we select next, and then it just asks you to confirm that this is the correct location for where the animal is being kept. Okay, so then the next section then is just to select then where you want the DNA kit to be sent. So you have the option of sending it to the owner, to send it to the keeper if it is different to the owner, or other, which some people may decide that they want it to be sent to the vet. So they'll send it to the owner, and then that'll bring up then the owner's name and address. So the owner's name then printed on the passport. So this will pre-populate with the name of the person that is logged in as the owner of the animal. And then the postage options then, either we have collection or we have registered post. With the registered post, they'll be sending DPD, so it'll be tracked and traced. So we'll select registered post, and then because we've selected post, then you have to again select then where you want the passport to be posted to. Select next. And then this last section then is just an overview for you to review all the details that you've submitted. And then the final step then is just to agree to the terms and conditions, which are located here, and then submit. Okay, and then it gives you then the you see you'll have the name of the foal, and then you'll have what your the total of the fees required. So you can either then proceed to payment, which brings you to the checkout, and you enter your card details, or you can then, if you have more than one foal or animal to do, you can go for a new registration, and it brings you back then to the first page. So I'll just quickly then go through. Then we have got the so we've got ownership. So you can we have the change of ownership, which is for a HSI passport, or an update of ownership, which is for a non-HSI issued passport. So this is for foreign mares that have been endorsed previously into the stud book, or for animals that have been entered into the crossbreeding program. So I'll just quickly go through then the change of ownership flow. So again, we start off then with the details. So we have to do a horse search. So again, you have to search by the microchip or the ULN. So select the animal. And again, the details are brought up. And as you can see, because I already added this horse earlier to my selection list, it shows that I've already. So then we need to select the country of residence. So Ireland, and then on to the next stage. We then have the new owner details. So we have the ownership type, so we can either select individual or joint. Selecting individual then will just bring up that you search for one owner, whereas joint, we have the option then to add 4 names. So we'll just go with the individual and search for the owner. And then we have to search then by either the email or the phone number. It doesn't want to. Just okay. And then we select owner. Brings up the details. Select next. Again, it looks for your equine premises number. And search. And then next. Okay, then you also then with the change of ownerships, you have the option of a same day turnaround. So you can either yes or no, your postage options. So again, either collection or registered post. And then we have the option then for the owner's names to be printed on the passport. Then again, you've got a review then page, so you can just check the options that you've selected and then agree to the terms and conditions. Okay, and then you can again proceed to payment. So you can see then we have the basket over here option, which will give you the details then of the 2 applications that have been submitted into your basket, and then you can continue then to the checkout. Gives you a total, and then the next page then is to pay for the application. So you can see then just over here on the right, we have the person option. So you've got your my details section. So you've got your name, your address, then your you've got an address book, and then also then my selection list. So you can see then the animals that you have recorded in your selection list. Previous, you've got my registrations. So at the moment, because I haven't gone through and completed the applications, there's no records here to display. But once you pay for the applications and they go through into the office, these will be populated then, and you'll be able to see the status then of your application. And then find orders, so you can see what orders that you've processed. So as I went to the basket, it's created an order, and you can see then it's currently in progress, the date it was created, how much you've paid, and then the total then. And then finally, then we have the e-passport function. So this is only for animals that have been issued passports by Horseport Ireland. So again, you need the microchip or the UALN to be able to search for this animal. Okay, so it has the details then of the pony. So it'll have the name, the sire, the dam, the sex, the date of birth, the country of birth, the colour, microchip numbers. Then you've got the option to see the zoo technical search, which is completed again with all the details for the animal. And then finally then the passport details. And yes, so I think that's it. If anyone has any questions, you can fire ahead.